Hello, all my beautiful Virgos. I hope everyone's having a blessed day. I am Brandy, and I'm back to do a lovely, lovely reading for you. Today we're going to be doing a general love reading for March. I'm doing a new tarot spread, so bear with me on this one. It's going to be lots of fun, but I'm learning it, so give me a little bit of a break. I hope everyone is having a great time doing whatever you're doing. I have already shuffled the cards, so let's get to your reading. Okay, my fellow Virgos. Ooh, March is gonna be interesting. Oh, ooh, and then we have the King of Pentacles at the bottom. Virgo! My goodness. So, the way this tarot spread is set up, this is kind of the energy for the month. It's described as the scene setters. This is the direction that the situation is headed, and this is the final outcome. So, let's start with the lovers. The lovers generally have been connected with a choice. The original had a man with two women. He's like, do I want the brunette or do I want the blonde? Or whatever, I don't know. I haven't seen the originals. So it can mean a choice. It can mean a lover or a romantic situation. This definitely, especially since the question is love, definitely is on our mind for the month of March. Definitely for the month of March. I mean, this card can even mean soulmate. So some of you may be meeting your soulmate in March. If you are open to that, if you have put away your boundaries and you are very ready for it, then this could definitely mean a soulmate for you. For the rest of us, it could definitely be a new love coming in, a new lover. It could just be another partnership. But this definitely feels like a new romantic love. Okay, so let's look at the next one. We have the Knight of Wands. Ooh, talk about fiery energy. It's like woo-hoo-hoo. So this is very quick energy coming in, and it's very fiery. See, she's banging on the drum and the fire is popping up. You're definitely in pursuit of something here. It definitely feels like you're pursuing this love, this potential love, this potential relationship. Spirit is saying, you know, you need to follow your dreams. You need to take the courage that may be kind of hidden, you may have pushed down, and really pull it up and just go for it. If you see someone you like, that you feel connected to, walk up to them and introduce yourself. Be like, hey, 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 how you doing? My name is, you know, do something silly, do something stupid where, you know, some cheesy line, like switch it up. If you're a girl and you're asking a guy, you know, throw in those cheesy lines that guys used to do all the time. You know, do something different to grab their attention. That's definitely kind of how this feels. It feels very fast. It feels very fiery, very like spot on. Like you see what you want and you're chasing after it. I mean, you've even got the Page of Wands right here. And that is just, it's like an explosion of enthusiasm and creativity. I mean, she's dancing, she's got her wand up in the air, she's just, there's lots of movement going on in these cards, lots of energy just like pouring through these three cards, you know. And it's interesting. I mean, the Page of Wands, she's very much in charge of her own dream and creative endeavor. So she's very much in tune with what she wants. And that's why I say, if you see someone that you like, that you feel sparks with, you know, take a chance and be yourself. And don't be afraid to make the first move. I mean, she's very much the type that doesn't even think twice about going up to someone and saying, hey, I'm the Page of Wands. I think you're pretty sexy. Let's go out. What do you think? You know, I mean, it's that kind of energy. So let's see where we're going. What direction is this heading in? Well, this is a very good card. We have the Ten of Pentacles here. So that's definitely abundance and wealth and dreams come true. Leo just got this card, but it was over here. Now, the way this spread works, these two show the direction it's heading in. But this card emphasizes these two, and this card emphasizes these two. So, like I said, with the King of Wands, you have the Strength card here, right? But not just strength. You need to have the courage to be who you are, to show your true face, and to go after what you want. I mean, this very much feels like you are taking the opportunity to really step out of your comfort zone and take the initiative in your love. And it could be that this person here isn't your normal type. I mean, this kind of feels like with you getting up the nerve to take the first step and, you know, meeting them. It also almost feels like, you know, maybe they are from a different country. Maybe they are older or younger than you. It feels something like not your normal type. And we all have types. It seems to be that way. So don't be surprised if the person that shows up isn't who you would normally go out with. But Spirit wants you to be open to change and something new. Now, I will also say, with all the fire energy that's going on here, and this Leo energy, this can also mean very lusty, this could be someone that you meet and the connection and chemistry is so hot, you jump into bed with. I mean, it could be that really hot, spicy connection that sometimes happens. You know, you meet someone and you're just like, damn, that chemistry is burning. It's so hot. So be mindful of that. Don't burn yourself out. The Ten of Pentacles, the fact that it is connected to the two wands tells me that it's going to be up to you to create this life that you want. It's really all in your hands. You have to make the decision of if you want to take a chance, if you want to go out with someone who's completely different, if you want to actually, you know, pull up the courage and take that first step or not. Because this is very much an energy of wealth and abundance that you have built yourself with your own hands. So you've got the fire. Now, what will you do with it? So the question is, you have the potential for it to go in a very positive way and end up in a relationship. But ultimately, it's in your hands. You have to decide what's going to happen here. Okay, so let's look at the outcome. It's the Eight of Cups in reverse. In reverse. That's interesting. So the Eight of Cups generally talks about walking away, you know, letting go of something, releasing whatever has been holding you back. This almost feels like a caution from Spirit that's saying, you know, if I'm a Virgo and I know I like to be in control, I like to have things all lined up a certain way. I get it. Believe me, I get it. And I have walked away from relationships when it felt too out of my control. Like not to say that I wanted to control the relationship, but it was like it made me uncomfortable. The fieriness and the potential there, it made me so uncomfortable that I ended up walking away. Spirit, this feels like a cautionary message. Make sure of your choice, because this is the kind of love that comes around not very often. And this is going to be for some of you, obviously. It's not going to be for everyone. But for those of you, I get the feeling you'll know. And it's going to be up to you whether you have the courage and the strength to really pursue the relationship or walk away. It feels like you're going to want to walk away from this, but if you do, you're going to regret it. It can even be that you might, it might be something where you jump into bed with someone. I mean, the chemistry is there and they are way into you, but it just feels overwhelming. And so that fear of being swallowed up to where you might fear losing yourself is what I'm saying, in the relationship, because when you first start a relationship sometimes and it's all hot and heavy, and the morning after you're like, wow, that was the best night ever. But then you go to work, and then the mundane part sets in and you start thinking, holy cow, is this really what I want? It could be that they're not your normal type. It could be, whatever. And then you start talking yourself out of it. It's kind of what this feels like to me. That if you're not careful, you can talk yourself out of a really great relationship. Something that could really change you in a good way. I mean, none of these are bad cards. But Virgo, you have to ask yourself, are you willing to play with fire? And I don't mean that in a bad way, but this feels like it's going to be very fiery. It's going to be very fast moving. It might even be something where you meet someone and you guys haven't been dating long. And they're like, you know what? I know you are who I want to be with, and let's get married. I mean, this feels very fast moving. So you're the one that's in control of this. You're the one that is going to ultimately decide what kind of relationship it's going to be. But Spirit wants you to know to look at both sides of the coin. Don't just walk away because it's too intense for you. Really sort out your feelings and go, okay, why is this relationship feeling intense? Is it because the person is smothering me, or is it because I'm afraid of losing control and not being in control like I normally am? So ask yourself those questions. And be sure that once you make your decision, you'll be okay with that decision. You're not going to regret it later on in life. So, holy cow, Virgo. This really excites me. Because I'm also looking. So yeah, wow. Let me know in the comments if this resonated with you. Let me know if you're like me and really intense relationships kind of freak you out, because they totally freak me out. If I start feeling a little too intense, sometimes I back off. I'm like, no, maybe, and then I run for the hills. And so, I mean, this card is definitely me. I don't know if it's you guys or not. So let me know in the comments below if you relate to this like I do. If it resonated with you, give it a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, and ding that bell notification. Lets you know when I upload new videos. Virgo, have a wonderful March, and I will see you next time. Bye!